This is Close Combat Panthers in the Fog. You're watching episode 17 of the Axis campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. Panzer Grenadier Regiment 304 is going to be staying put. Over here, we've got Panzer Grenadier Regiment 2. I'm reluctant to move them because I'm worried 30th Division will just retreat into that position. So to the east, I do have 2nd SS attacking to go ahead and hit 30th Division. And then as we move over here, I've got 4th Panzer Grenadier Regiment moving south. Then I will merge them with 17th SS. I am going to merge right there at Romani to the west. And then 2nd SS is going to move south, where they can meet up with 275th Infantry. Once they're down here, we'll need one more movement, but we will get them merged together as well. So let's execute. Okay, so it worked well. Looks like we have a couple of battle groups that moved in down here in the south. And then up here, our first battle is going to be at Val De See. We have 3rd Armored Division still present, and Panzer Grenadier Regiment 304 all by themselves. It is still clear and dry as we hit the 1800 phase. Family Guy battle group is going to be a little bit outnumbered here. We only have 1 infantry platoon, 2 extra sections, and then we have our 3 Panthers. We're going to rely on the Panthers for our strength, but we do have to avoid their vastly overpowered battle group. And just like before, they are fully loaded. They do have a full platoon of armored infantry. Then they have their platoon of 5 Shermans, and then 4 armored cars and 3 additional M10 tank destroyers. So we do have a little bit of a patchy map, and I am worried that they would spawn in that southeast corner because we do have a flag over there. So I have half our infantry down there to cover that corner, but then my plan is to just move them west once we know the coast is clear. I'm sure I'm going to regret it and waste the time, but I will definitely regret it more if I'm not there and they do spawn there and start coming up behind me. Beyond them, I've got more infantry in the middle of the map, and they're supported with Joe in one of the Panthers. And then to the north, I have 2 more tanks with Quagmire and Cleveland, and then only Dr. Hartman and Herbert to cover the northern area. I kind of feel like those 2 teams with 2 tanks is probably sufficient up there. Now, we do have to remain mostly on the defensive because they have so many more vehicles, so we'll see how this plays out. Alright, nobody down here. We do have an armored car up north, so we'll get Quagmire covering that way. And then I think we just sit here and wait and see what the armored car does, but let's get the infantry started moving west. Okay, no line of sight there. Neither tank. And then still just kind of waiting on this. Okay, we actually got a hit. M20 is damaged. Infantry running. Armored car looked like they thought about moving up. Okay, I think that's a near miss.
Bailing out.
Flashbacks. They surrendered. Can't get the crew. Alright. Other armored cars reversing. And I don't think anything's creeping along the north edge. Let's get these guys hidden. I don't want them giving away their position. It is... Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, we found some infantry. All right. Good line of sight on these guys. But yeah, it is difficult to figure out how we're going to move up when there's so much open field and we're kind of in the cover right now. So as the infantry continues west, they have such long runs before they make it to more cover. Let's get Stewie to come down here, and we'll just set up right there. Chris, do the same thing right next to him. I don't know if we can put some shots right here and just see if we can get a lucky hit. Oh, infantry running for that 2-story. We can't see them. We can obviously engage once they get there. And they do have another armored car.
Incoming!
Come on, Cleveland. Nope, lost line of sight. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring Quagmire back. Right there. Nope, lost it again. All right, we do have to be careful with the infantry. Let's get Cleveland around the building so he can see. I'd like Dr. Hartman to not engage. I don't know if we can move Herbert up. I think they'll know, like they'll see him if we move. So, what are we shooting at? Maybe we're shooting at them. All right, tank rolling up, and clear line of sight right now. Okay. How do you miss that? Uh-oh. Infantry's on the run. This might be a problem. All right. Shoot. Kill the infantry. We're counting on Cleveland. We got another Sherman down here. Fortunately, it's obscured right now. And that was a hit, so the M20 is damaged. That Sherman's in line of sight. I think we're going to have to go ahead and just pull Dr. Hartman back. We might have to give that building up to the infantry. Okay, beautiful. Armored car's dead. Maybe Cleveland can pick off some of these guys.
Get me out of here! We're under
Keep going, keep going. Gun them down. All right. That's a little bit better. I don't know if we could get that Sherman without putting ourselves at risk. There's line of sight still, so I don't know if we can stand them up and run. I'd like them to just leave the building. All right. Quagmire, get lined up right here. Give us a better shot at anybody coming down the road. And we've got our infantry moving. So I think let's go ahead and take Lois and come around down here. And we'll take Peter, and we'll do the same on the north. We'll get ready to push for that flag, but we got to let these guys rest for a moment. What are we engaging? Another vehicle? All right, let's put some shots in this building. I don't know if anybody ever went back into it. I don't know if we got everybody that came out of it. Armored car. We are engaging. Actually, it might not be Cleveland. I think it's Quagmire, yeah. Sherman. Interesting. Boom! Armored car is down. So, the Sherman now, kind of in a weird spot, because we can't move around it without exposing us to anything in the north. I don't know if we could get a better angle on it, because there's enough hedges in between. So, these guys, I think, just sit and rest. And if we can drop this, it'll free up a little bit more movement for our infantry to advance. It would be nice if we could support those guys in the south with our troops that are in the middle that can't move right now. Is he really going to drive right out in front of us? I don't feel like I'm that lucky. We lost sight of him. So we actually have a very narrow sliver that we can see with Cleveland because of the walls on the bridge. Gonna try and back him up just a little bit. But we do have to watch out for the deep tank as well. So this is going to be tricky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's catching me. I'm facing the wrong way. Get turning. Engage. Engage. Alright, he pops smoke. Maybe. Just shoot. Okay. Sherman destroyed. Wonderful. Okay, just secondaries from the M20. Alright, so the crew's there. I don't think we can get them. Not really. We'll move up just a little bit. And we'll finish regrouping down below in the south. Uh-oh. Get back, Meg. Brian, get back. Sherman is damaged. Where? Where? Oh, it's not them. Wow. Okay. Cleveland has some weird angle right there. Let's just back up. Get out of there. Ooh, we just took one. He couldn't have been there the whole time, right? Because we've been sitting and creeping out there for a while. Alright. It's not getting any better. Okay. It's obscured. Let's hope we're obscured. I'm just going to back down here quite a ways. Make sure that there's no random shot at us. Now the question is, if we just send it up here with Quagmire, will we clear this, or will we be at risk? You know, nothing's shot at the infantry when they moved, but I don't know if that's all that trustworthy, I guess. So take it kind of cautiously. I don't know if those slit trenches were there before or if that's new this battlefield. I don't know if they had those in the previous one. So they might have people staged up there. Just get the tank turned west. Keep the infantry moving. I know you guys are winded, but you got to suck it up. Come on, get the shot. So close, just hit. Uh-oh. We have an M10 in that next field. They're shooting at Adam West. We got to pull Adam West back. Okay. The Sherman 76 is destroyed. Adam West, you got to get out of there, man. We got tons of units up in that northwest corner right now. Brian's being shot at as well, I believe. Do I pull the trigger on the truce? I guess we can wait a second, see if I can crawl out of here. Keep moving. We're engaging infantry, advancing to the east. Alright, they're backing off.
Lieutenant!
Nothing down there. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull Cleveland back up here. Turn west. And then I think our advance is not going to work well. So we're just going to pull these guys back and hide them. Peter's almost to safety. I really want to get up there and secure this area and just stand there. But I don't know exactly how we're going to get Joe across. I kind of thought they might advance and Joe could intercept them, but he might have to make it across the water, and I don't know if we can without getting stuck. Nothing there. We just got to keep Peter moving. Can we get around the front of that, like, park truck or whatever it is? Like that. No line of sight there. Let's keep moving west. Come on, Cleveland. Oh! Cleveland got hit. Okay, no hit. Reload, come on. Keep going. There we go. Okay. Another M10 destroyed. I think we still have a Sherman at the four-way intersection. And maybe we can bring these guys down now. I wanted to bring them earlier, but we started drawing fire. So let's just get everybody to gang up on this flag down here. We might have to just push up there and like fight through it instead of waiting for them to show their faces. I don't know what's going on with Quagmire, but he cannot just follow that road. Keep rolling. What do we got? Oh. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Get back. 2 tanks and an armored car? Let's get out of there. Uh-oh. 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 Meg is in it, throwing grenades. We got a Sherman moving up. Everybody get out of here. Go, go, go. Lois, put some rounds down range. We can't target them with Joe. Alright, Lois, just bug out. I wonder if we can intercept if we move up to, like, this corner. Maybe we can get a shot on that tank. You guys, get going. I know you're tired. You just got to get out of there. We're in a bad spot. Sherman, stop there. Come on. Get out of his line of sight. Oh, this might be where the battle takes a bad turn. We can move across the hedges and try and shoot that tank in the flank. We got fire coming in from the northwest as well. Somewhere up in here. There might be a couple shooting. Yeah, there are a few shooting there. So we can't really get a good line of sight. If we can stop them from wrecking our day, though, that would be awesome. Keep some pressure on. Still waiting on Joe. I think Brian's actually hidden there. And I think that's true with Meg as well. And because I already got Adam West so far away, I got to just get them out of the tank's line of sight. Which might be okay right there. Okay, let's move up here. I think the infantry can just stay back and hold position for a minute. And Lois is struggling, but we can't get them out of there. Maybe we can pull some attention with Joe. Either get their heads down or get some kills, but they gotta leave Lois alone. Just like that. Okay, Lois, go. Now, Joe, I want to move up to try and get a shot on that tank, but I don't know if it's worth it. Like, if we get hit right here in the last couple seconds, it's going to suck. And we're getting these infantry kills, so maybe stick with that. I don't know. We could try and turn towards it. And I think that's all she wrote. Unfortunately, we did not make as much progress as I would have liked. We opened up a little bit more terrain in the north, but it is still an Axis minor victory as they did not take back any more flags. We do still have 100% morale to their 42%, but we're going to need to fight better than that. We did kill 11, we wounded 14, destroyed 3 tanks, damaged a 4th, and destroyed 2 vehicles. They killed 1 and wounded 5, but we did make it out with all of our vehicles intact. And then we've got Peter with no kills, Chris with no kills, Lois with no kills, Stewie with no kills, Brian with no kills, Meg with no kills, Adam West has 1 kill, Herbert has 1 kill, Dr. Hartman no kills, Cleveland has a 2nd class Iron Cross, 2 tank kills, 11 infantry kills, and a vehicle kill. Then we've got Joe with 2 kills. And lastly, we have Quagmire, 1 tank kill, 2 infantry kills, 1 vehicle kill. First platoon leader survived. And then they've got armored infantry wiped out. Machine gun is unharmed. Armored infantry with 2 kills. Infantry wiped out. Survived unharmed. Another unharmed. This Sherman is unharmed, no kills. Another Sherman that's unharmed, no kills. This Sherman's destroyed, no kills. The Sherman 76 is destroyed, no kills. The last Sherman is unharmed, but no kills. Armored car with 3 kills. Armored car destroyed, no kills. Armored car destroyed, no kills. Armored car destroyed, no kills. M10 is unharmed. Another unharmed. And then this one has 1 kill but is destroyed. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you think of my movement phase. Let me know if you think that this is going to work okay, or if I'm getting too ahead of myself with the merges that I'm trying to make. Also, let me know what you think about this battle. I know it was a little bit slower, and we didn't make a lot of progress, but I did hang in there against a superior enemy, and it wasn't a terrible fight. So I hope everybody enjoyed the fight. Go ahead and like the video if you had a good time. Click the subscribe button to support the channel, and you can support me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.